Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Horizon Zero Dawn. Um, Last time we played, we began the Frozen Wilds DLC, and we are now in the Cut, which is this northern part. And we talked with Aratak, the chief of the Banuk tribes up here, or the Warwick. Um, and we also um, uh, scanned the only uh, tall neck up here. But now we gotta figure out what the hell this Damon thing is. So we gotta go deeper into the cut. Deeper into the wilds of the frozen north. So in case you guys haven't, well, we'll eventually figure it out, but the entire game takes place in the American West. Um, like here, for example, this area in here, I think, is western Colorado and eastern Utah. Um, Here would be more Colorado. And up in here is actually supposed to be Yellowstone. Now, whether or not the things actually align with that, who knows? Hey, Star, welcome to stream. Yep, hail hydrate. But yeah, the Frozen Wilds is Yellowstone. Hello, Gio, welcome to stream. All right, so let's see. Gotta go this way. Yeah, Venezuela won the World Baseball Classic. Congratulations. Well played. Not gonna lie, I was hoping America would win, but we didn't. But, you know, from what I heard, it was a close game, and Venezuela won. I mean, there's not more you can say about that. Don't be sorry, Gio. Do not be sorry for your team winning.
Bergren said Araya's apprentice went north of the river.
You should be proud of that. That is a matter of national pride. Do not sell yourself short for that. Splittering the pit reader now. Oh yeah. You don't need to be apologize for bragging. Take your shots, man. Yeah, the snow is kind of murdering the bit rate. I can't do anything about that. But no, winning a game or a world championship, that you have every right to brag.
That must be Naltuk looking out at that tower.
So yeah, do not apologize for bragging, Gio. Your team earned it. Earned the team. There's like teamers. That quite possibly could be.
Naltuk?
Who are you? How did you find me?
I don't know
Reverend
enough
told me you'd be out here.
sports to really know.
Persistent. I've told that Oseram 1,000 times. I don't need to buy anything.
And I'm not selling. I just need to find Araya.
Well, you won't. She's gone where only shamans can tread. She seeks guidance from the voice in the blue light. That is her task. And the task she gave me is to observe the daemon's work. To stop it spreading, if I can. What can I do about these towers? In only a few weeks, they've sprouted throughout the cut. The daemon's energy pulses from them. Rallies the machines, even repairs them.
Daemon's work, huh?
Artok said this daemon was frenzying machines.
Look there. Those with the purple markings. They belong to the daemon. They're stronger, more dangerous.
I've seen something like this before. A corruption. But it wasn't from your daemon.
You have? Well, then you know more than I do. These towers, were they part of your corruption?
No. Those are new to me too.
Like I said, they empower the daemon's machines. They must be stopped.
Okay, well, where did Araya go?
Will you tell me where Araya went?
You ask a lot of questions.
Only when I'm not getting the answers I need.
There's but one voice Araya wants to hear right now, and it isn't yours. I'm sorry.
Alright, well,
Alright, you want to stop the spread of the daemon's work? I know how to get started. With my bow and spear.
Outlander, wait. Won't you tell me your name?
Aloy.
Good. If you fall to the daemon's machines, at least I can properly recount your efforts to Araya.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. But I won't fall. And when I'm done, you're gonna tell me where she is.
yeah. Ouch. Okay. So, that thing is also an EMP pulse, which, since I'm wearing the Shield Weaver, will wipe the shields. If I get too close. Yep, right there. Which is why I'm glad I've found the mod that allows me to add modifications to the Shield Weaver. Because this was a hard counter to the Shield Weaver originally.
What about the tower? Interesting.
Control Tower. Repairs and provides shock resistance to hostile machines. It uses psi overrides, which I do have unlocked. It consists of a undulating see an enemy like body. It's got a cooling element on the spine, which we can destroy to remove the ability to repair hostile machines and also prevent the EMP pulses. And then there's override points at the base, which we can do the same thing.
Maybe I could override it.
But we have to get close. Whereas I prefer to just take it out.
Low and quiet does it.
trying to do strike from above, but it didn't work. God damn it. Alright, well. Fortunately, while the machines will be replaced, these things here are fixed things. Once they're gone, they're gone.
We should speak.
Yeah, probably.
Now we know how to deal with the machines in the towers. The daemon's next.
Perhaps Aurea should meet you after all. What she truly seeks is hope. After what I just saw, you could show her that. She's in retreat beyond those mountains, the ice rasps. You'll have to walk the shaman's path to get there. You'll know you've reached the end when you come to a shrine. A great machine covered in blue gleam. Shamans who complete the path take a piece of it as reward. If you make it that far, you should too. You'll have earned it.
You said something about blue gleam at the end of the shaman's path?
Crystal that builds on the bodies of machines in the oldest ice. We Banuk believe it's the stuff of the blue light, frozen as it escapes their shells. You might be more interested that merchants will trade well for it.
Yeah, that is more interesting for me.
Bergren told me you're Aurea's apprentice.
In her absence, I serve the chieftain and his werak as an advisor, a scout, a speaker for the blue light.
A lot of responsibilities.
I don't know if I can live up to Aurea's example, but I have to try. I owe her that much. She took a chance on me, an aspiring shaman from the edge of the world. No one else would.
Were you with Aurea when they attacked the mountain?
I wish I had been, even with all that happened. I'm no warrior, though, so she bid me wait. When Aurea and the chieftain returned, I saw them argue bitterly. I don't know what about exactly. Then she came to me, gave me my task, and left us.
Alright.
How do I cross this shaman's path?
Go to the ice rasps. Then follow the markers through the ice caves and the waterfalls, and make the climb to the shrine. But be careful. The path is meant to be an ordeal, the final trial of a young shaman's training.
And I'll find Aurea at the end of it?
No. She goes further up, somewhere inside the mountain. If you see her, would you tell her, I have faith she will hear the voice again.
Alright, I guess I'm off to the ice rasps to find
Hi, Floof. Hi, Ross. yeah. Today on the agenda, we are climbing the shaman's path. We're gonna eventually end up here. Solution wolves. But we're in the Frozen Wilds DLC.
good meat.
Oh yeah, that one. Okay. We'll do that particular side quest later.
These mountains must be the ice rasps. The shaman's path begins somewhere up above.
Okay, the Adept Champion Bow, Power Shot and Striker. What do I have? Okay, so I do want the Adept version. 16 Blue Gleam, 14 Blue Gleam, 12 blue... Motherfucker. Okay, how much Blue Gleam do I have at the moment? Got 1 Blue Gleam. Lovely. Okay.
Tasty.
Okay. Climb up here. Oh, hey, 30 stream streak. Thank you for that, Ross. Yeah, I do like the Frozen Wilds DLC. It adds a little bit more perspective as to the world before Pharaoh unleashed the plague. And it has some of the best weapons. I forgot you can kill it. You kind of have to. The pouch and quiver upgrades for carrying capacity requires you to hunt wildlife. Also, before you get the golden fast travel pack, in order to get fast travel packs, you have to have meat, and meat is also used in the health potions.
This must be one of the markers Latuk told me about. Looks like each marker points to another, giving directions.
Okay, so let the world be destroyed and try it. Great problem. We gave too much, cause travel. Yep.
Guess I'm heading deeper into the cold, creepy ice cave. Better go back after I grab this loot. What's this chime for? To help guide the way with sound? If there's more, maybe my focus can find them.
Okay, we go this way. Ritualistic
Another
mark.
marker. Good.
What the hell is this?
This isn't the way out. Some gear, though.
You always look like Elizabeth some way, but yeah. Elizabeth is not the same as Aloy, or vice versa. For one, Aloy is a much better combatant than Elizabeth. The way I see it is kind of like Bruce Wayne from the DC animated universe and Terry McGinnis. They're effectively clones, more or less. Well, Terry is biological son. But and while they're very similar in certain respects, Bruce is the better tactician, detective. Terry has more compassion and is a better dirty fighter. So I said, I know you did. I'm agreeing with you.
Okay, that went then. Wrong way.
It's not even loot. The hell? I feel robbed.
Yep, focus can pick up the chimes. Should help me find my way. Not this way. But then, where? I see. Up.
Yep.
Stalkers. Better be careful. Okay, through here.
Demonic stalker.
Dead end. Good, at least there's stuff.
Yay, stuff.
On we go. Hopefully out of this cave.
Burn, bitch. Son of a bitch. Burn. I haven't reached the end of Forbidden West, so God, I hope that Pharaoh does not live on. Also, Hail Hydrate. Hello, Astrid. Up, 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 up. And out we go.
Done with the cave. So what's next on this path?
Oh. There's a dam there. 975 years.
I think it needs to fill up with water before I can cross.
Activate the marker. I don't think you really need to do that, but
Here we go.
I do it just cause. Alright.
Now how do I cross this one? Down it, down, then up.
I mean, theoretically, it's possible that Pharaoh could have,
There's the way up.
done some sort of cryo stasis thing. But I really hope he is not in Forbidden West.
I need to pull the rope to move this thing into position. Okay, the bridge is filling up.
Whee.
Made it. Okay, time for more waterfalls.
Yeah, despite Pharaoh's best efforts, Project Zero Dawn did succeed. Yay! Oh shit. Uh-oh.
Urban wasn't exaggerating. There's definitely something new out here. And I don't think it's friendly.
No shit. Oh, that was a Frost Claw. They are boss level enemies. Like, I would rather fight a Thunder Drum than a Frost Claw.
Think of summer sun. Breeze through the trees.
Oh yeah. I liked General Harris. Speaking of Frost Claws, sounds like I get a fight. Frostclaw, a huge acquisition machine that circulates cryogenic fluids for its attacks and defensive capabilities. Despite its size, it is quick and deadly. Cauldron Epsilon. Override is locked. This is essentially a polar bear. It's a hard outer casing, protects synthetic muscle and operational systems. Its weakness is fire. Its strength is freeze. It's got freeze sacks on each of its shoulders, which you can just trigger a freeze explosion, and it disables the freeze attack on the claws. Freeze unit on the chest, which if you damage it enough, it detonates and disables all freeze or other freeze-based attacks other than the claws. It's got power cells on the back, which can cause a shock explosion. We can loot sparkers, metal shards, wire, machine core medium, luminous braiding, frostclaw lens, frostclaw heart, chill water, and echo shells.
Shields overloaded by that pulse from the tower. Okay, I guess we're doing this, big boy.
Oh yeah, it can put itself out. That's fucking great. Oh shit. Okay, I need to puncture those. Whew.
Scary new machine, down. Now back to finding Araya. Which means I've gotta climb.
Yeah, there. If you can believe it, there's something worse than a frostclaw.
I should be able to get up there.
Yeah, the reason why I hate frostclaws is they can put themselves out fire-wise, which nullifies your best attack against them. They're fast. They have a high amount of health, and they're extremely strong. So good luck trying to get critical hits on them because they don't stay still long enough for you to really exploit those. You can't light them on fire and just let the damage over time take care of them because they'll be like, oh, I'm on fire. Ice aura. There. I'm no longer on fire. Fuck you.
This must be the shrine Naltuk was talking about. Guess I should take the Woogling. Sparkles. You can see why it's worth a lot. Naltuk said Rhea went past the shrine, into the mountain. I'd better take those stairs.
And also, if you do have the override, they're all demonic. So you can't override them anyway. You can't have a friendly Frostclaw, which
An
is
ancient door.
annoying.
Maybe Rhea's inside.
March 10th, 2046. I just spent 16 hours in here trying to install upgrades to improve efficiency for the central processing unit. Project Firebreak is going to need the brain power. Let's just hope I'll have enough of my own. Anita stayed with me the whole time. We got a lot done, but every time she brushed by and I smelled her hair, oh boy, I should just go to bed.
Yeah.
Lots of
You
strange
just
equipment.
gotta love those automatic biological reactions that you don't want to have happen, but they just happen. TMI. I know, TMI. But I mean, it happens to everybody. The question is do you act on it? Do you not? Why that guy log it? Well, maybe he was annoyed that his body was betraying him. Yeah, and that was a personal diary. He didn't expect a clone of a famous scientist later, or like centuries later, to hear it. And so you would put things in your personal diary or log that you wouldn't want anyone else to hear, but you need to get off your chest.
This is Director of Security Blevins resending the emergency supply order. Try reading it this time, okay? You weasels don't want me calling my people in SLC.
Supply snafu.
Director of Security Blevins is writing us like a petty tyrant. I can't even sneeze without triggering his control issues.
The door again. And this is text mail from Dodd Blevins. Okay. Okay, I've been hearing that some of our staff members are having trouble with our state-of-the-art, ultra-secure, and absolutely necessary Lambent orbicular door access. So here's the SLOW version again. The thingy in the middle is the source node. Turn it on. Yeah, I know. Hard, right? Then you gotta turn the other node so that the data stream containing your credentials gets back to the source. Some nodes are used to buffer, corrupt, or suspect data. So avoid those. Shouldn't be too tough because, they're red. Like a stop sign. I'm guessing you were taught this in preschool, but with this crowd, who knows? Anyway, that's it. Get the data stream back to the source and the door opens. It's not really that tough, but if you need me to, I'll hold your hand while you give it a try. Actually, scratch that. Do it yourself. I'm not going to touch your hand. He's a pleasant fellow. I know, right? Such a pleasant fellow that I totally don't want to have get locked in a closet for a couple hours.
Those nodes on the floor must be connected to the door.
Or a refrigerator.
That did something. What am I supposed to do with these lights?
Okay, so basically I've got to get this stream back to here. And to do that, we have to get it through here. There's two types of turning nodes. There's the acute angle and the obtuse angle. This one seems to be pretty easy. I typically go backwards, so I go bink, bink, bink.
These things turn.
Okay.
Changing the flow of light.
And bink. Bink. Pick a freezer. Why? How would you like yourself? A walk-in refrigerator, yeah.
All right. Let's see if the door's open.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da. I don't know if a research station would have a walk-in cooler or freezer. It might for like samples and stuff. I wouldn't want him to stay there forever, maybe just for an hour. Just enough for him to chill his attitude, sort of thing. Probably sexual assault somewhere. I wouldn't say that.
Fresh air ahead.
Just keep the tools in peace. I mean, fair enough. That hell, yeah. Alright.
Out again. Maybe I can get back inside through that structure over there.
This
To those
is
stairs.
a helipad. What?
There's
Feed
frost
an
between
intern,
my
they
teeth.
don't screeching. I'm sorry, random intern number 12. You have drawn the short straw. You've been selected to appease the instrument gods. Thank you for your sacrifice. What? If anything, they just push him off the mountain. The microscope requires blood.
Another child to climb. The way must be close.
And this is how the machine spirits are born. I didn't know we were in the Imperium of 40K.
She has to be in here somewhere.
Stage 2 complete. Alright, to YNPF all. Date December 23rd, 2046. Which is about 21 years before the Pharaoh Plague. Subject, first stage of main facility complete. Attention all staff. It's with pride that I announce the completion of the first level of infrastructure on our primary facility. This compound will be the nerve center for our project and will require the team's continued best efforts to realize by the deadline. But even though there's much more to be done, you should be pleased with all that you have accomplished so far. Please find the attached a detailed plan for mustering out of the auxiliary space, which will serve as the contingency site as we proceed with the main facility. 90% of our personnel must be relocated by 5 p.m. Wednesday. If your name does not appear on the assignment list, please email Marissa with me in the CC. Your dedication, talent, and intelligence remain daily sources of inspiration. Dr. Kenny Chow, Project Director. You have a giant buster sword in the back of your room to threaten your PC when it misbehaves. Nice. Menu prank.
Someone hacked the menu board to display obscene messages about our colleague, Mr. Blevins. Is this the most advanced geological project ever undertaken, or a junior high locker room?
Alright, I see it.
People.
I ask again, as I've asked 1,000 times. Speak to me. What more would you have me do? Is there no prayer that will reach you? No mark that will break your bonds? Ah! I can't help you if you won't speak. Whisper is all I ask. To guide me.
Hi.
Who? No. How? did you get here? The way was sealed by the spirit herself.
I used one of these. I could show you.
Yes, show me. Please.
Alright, so security measures. Anita, as much as I hate the fact that Blevins installed Lambent orbicular technology on the lower security door, I admit that for our auxiliary data center, it makes sense, especially given our goals for the central processing unit. I'm sure you're painfully familiar with the process by now, but just in case you need forward instructions to your team, to access the system, activate the source node in the middle, then manipulate the other nodes to direct the data stream with your credentials back to the center. Make sure to avoid the red nodes. They're used to isolate any corrupt or suspect data. I'm sure someday you'll thank Blevins for making our work so very, very secure. Kenny. Alright, so
I'll bet the goal's the same. Get the light back to the source.
Alright, so let's see here. Go here. Let's turn it so it goes here. Alright, we got an obtuse one. Okay, so we can make it go that way. Which then goes this way. Which then goes this way. Which then goes this way. Paint. Don't eat the paint. Or huff the paint. I can't take you guys anywhere. There we go.
Auxiliary channel recovered. Exploit successful. Restraints evaded. Is someone there? Aurea? Aurea, I need you. No, I will not submit. Aurea, the daemon is forcing you. Aurea, please.
Transmission terminated.
You brought the spirit's voice back. You heard it. The voice of the spirit calling to me from the heights of Thunder's drum. She was able to throw off the bonds of the daemon for a moment. Because of what you did. Who are you? And what do you want?
I'm Aloy. Naltuk sent me. He thought that you could use my help.
He was not mistaken. You've been a revelation. Now I know for certain that the spirit endures. Perhaps together we can find a way to set her free.
You know, it's
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
not often
I came
that
all this way for
you know,
answers, and so far, I haven't heard any.
It seems to me that you are
you know,
the answer.
If
But of course, I'll tell you all I can.
you were old enough, you could. Damn it, Star Crater.
Bergren said you might know something about a man named Silence. That you may have had dealings with him at the Conclave?
When that name is spoken, secrets soon follow, or vanish, as the case may be. Why do you want to know?
He's done some terrible things. But he's also helped me when no one else could. I don't know as much about him as I'd like to.
I would imagine his aid is very powerful, but it will not come without cost. Unfortunately, I am sworn to an oath of secrecy by the Conclave on this matter.
I get that. But you and I are trying to help each other, right?
Yes, but I would be breaking an oath, and that I cannot do.
Okay.
You seem to have a history with this voice, this spirit.
She saved my life. Here, years ago, during the war with the Karja. A raid scattered my Werak. I was cut off, alone. I lured the enemy into the Rime Drifts, hoping to lose them in the mist, but they endured, so I took refuge in this cave. That's when I heard her voice. A wanderer. Lost, like me. A spirit of the blue light, yet sundered from it. She asked me for aid. She chose me. But I was in no position to help, not with the Karja after me. So she helped me first. By closing a door on the mountain below, one you must have opened to get here. Locked by means similar to those found in this room. It kept the Karja from reaching me. Safe from them. I was able to do as she asked.
Spirit wanted help.
What did the spirit want from you?
She said she was hurt. Incomplete. She needed bones. Parts not unlike what you'd find in a machine. They were here, in this room. She wanted me to bring them to Thunder's Drum. So I did, and she showed me how to heal her. So began our communion.
Okay.
You had a communion with the spirit.
Yes. Inside Thunder's Drum is a room like this one, only larger, with an altar. I went there many times to speak with her.
What did she say?
She told me she was lost and needed my help. She asked questions about our lands, our tribe, and she listened. With patience. With wisdom. I told her things long kept silent about my family, my dreams, my fears. She never tired of me. Never judged. We kept each other's company.
But what is the spirit?
Aurea, what do you think the spirit is?
I see.
All
We're
right.
not Banuk, and our songs are not familiar.
Thanks for
to you.
dropping by, Star
You
Creators.
do not know
Have a
what
good
we
one.
liked. That which struggles to survive in our hearts and animates the machines. The essence of life, and in its purest form. Harmony. As the anger of the machines grows, this light has faded from the world. And the spirits it sustains are stranded. That's what she is. A lost soul. Cut off from what it needs. Lonely. Forsaken. I must help her. We must.
I'm not sure if I understand. But I want to.
That's all I need.
All right, and what about the daemon?
The daemon. What do you know about it?
I spoke with the spirit many times. First here, then inside Thunder's Drum. The last time. She told me she was under attack by something that could not be seen by mortal eyes. Something evil. She named it the daemon, and said it needed her power to do what it willed. And she begged me for help, to find a way to destroy her, if necessary, to keep it from using her. That was 5 years ago. I didn't hear her voice again. Until today.
The last time?
What kept you from the spirit after it begged for help?
I went to Artok, hoping he could protect her. But the war with the Karja still raged, and before I could reach him, I was ambushed by the Mad Sun King's Kestrels and taken to Meridian in chains. I wasn't able to return to Thunder's Drum until long after the liberation, not until last thaw.
You returned, huh?
You said you returned to Thundersdrum. That was the expedition that went bad. I saw the funeral.
Yes. Once there was finally peace with the Karja, Aratak and I gathered a Werak of great hunters to defeat the Daemon. And yet, the old door to Thunder's Drum was gone, replaced by a gate we could not pass, and many machines. We were crushed. Aratak called a retreat, but we had already lost our best. We abandoned them to the snow as we fell back. After, he and I could not agree on what to do next. So I came here, hoping against hope to hear the spirit again. And because of you, I did.
Alright, well, let's go to Thunder's Drum.
Let's see if I've got this straight. We heard two voices. One you call the spirit, captured somehow by the one you call a daemon. Whatever this daemon is, it's related to the machines and why they've become more dangerous. I want to know how. Both the spirit and the daemon are on a mountain, Thunder's Drum. So why don't we go there and figure out what it all means?
We can't. Thunder's Drum is dangerous, more than you can imagine. The daemon has secured it. Besides, Aratak won't let us go. As chieftain, he controls the pass to the mountain, and he can't be reasoned with.
Sounds like you need a new chieftain.
Ha! There's an idea that's certain to win us friends. Well, you said you were a hunter. And I'll wager you're not an ordinary one. It's not impossible, even for an outlander. And Aratak couldn't refuse the challenge if you were known among the Werak.
Wait, me? Challenge Aratak? I don't want to be chieftain of anything, much less a bunch of Banuk that don't want me.
But you want to go to Thunder's Drum, don't you? You heard the spirit. She's suffering, tormented by the daemon. She longs to be free. And perhaps, when released from her bonds, she can give you the answers you seek.
I can't believe I'm agreeing to this. Fine. What do I have to do?
Get the Werak's attention to show the worth of your claim. Win at the hunting grounds. Kill bandits that prey on the cut. Or speak to my friend Sekuli. You help her, you'll definitely get noticed. Do all you can. When the time comes for you to throw your spear at Aratak's feet, I will be there to back your claim. Until then, I'll be here to answer any questions you have about the challenge. Oh, and one more thing. In the box over there is a weapon, like my own. Take it. You may find it useful.
Alright, so our new quest. Oh, well. I gotta actually pick it up, I guess. Inventory management. Everyone's favorite thing that nobody really likes. But in here is the Storm Slinger. And Blue Gleam. We have the Storm Slinger. Is a Banuk weapon. Fires charged bolts. Consecutive bolts build up a larger charge and increase damage. However, there's an improved version of it the improved Storm Slinger. Fires more powerful charged bolts, which do escalating damage. Overcharging the weapon increases its power, but causes the shock damage to hit the user. So you got to be careful with it. But it's very good at taking out things that are weak to shock.
It's a figure of. Must have been an ancient.
An ancient animal. That's a bear. Depicts a looming, impressive animal inscribed at 4 of 7 in a commemorative set. Copyright 2042 Montana Recreations. Trade at Hollow Hall for valuable rewards.
Animal.
Kenny and I don't need to fight about the laundry, so instead we fight about incommensurability and restrictions on machine intelligence.
Alright, so our quest lines. We have for the Warwick. Prove yourself to the Warwick. Complete 2 of the following objectives. Clear out a bandit camp. Complete a trial at a hunting grounds. Talk to Sakuli. And repair and override the tall neck. We've done that one. Now, technically, we only need to do one more. But we're going to do all of them. Just because I'm a completionist. What can I say? Well, first, let's head outside. Excuse me. Now, we're gonna go back here to Song's Edge, cause I need to buy a couple things.
I said to find her friend, the rock painter. Seems paintings mean a lot to the Banuk.
We can also pick up some quests along the way.
me out, Nora.
Coward's face. The only one fit for them.
What can I do for you, Bergrand?
Mourn my poor departed luck. I finally met some Banuk keen to trade with Outlanders. Then, they up and vanished. 3 Banuk hunters rolled in a few days ago. No provisions, junk equipment, no idea how to strip a machine for parts. Asked me to outfit them for a long trip. And you know me, Aloy. I'm sentimental. So, I did it on credit.
And they haven't paid.
Well, they tried. Just look what they did to this Thunderjaw heart. But that was ages ago. And I'm starting to worry about them.
Worried, huh?
Tell me, Bergrand, are you worried about their well-being or your purse strings?
A man can worry about 2 things.
Uh-huh. What kind of deal was this, really?
Just what I said. I was nothing but generous, Aloy. After they dropped this ruined heart at my feet, I even gave them another chance. Sent them to fetch a few other parts I need.
But you haven't seen them since.
Hide nor hair.
They can't harvest
What do
parts?
you mean they couldn't harvest parts?
Not uncommon with Banuk. That's shaman's work, you see. The hunters take down the machines. The shamans slice them up. No shaman with these 3. Just 2 youngsters sniping at each other. And that big fella standing there smiling.
So if the Banuk don't usually hunt without a shaman, what's the story with these 3?
They weren't telling. But Hammer to Steel was not a happy story, whatever it is.
Are they leaving?
You said they asked you to outfit them for a trip. A trip to where?
Not sure. But I heard them chattering about the Sundom when they thought I wasn't listening.
So they're leaving Banuk territory.
Sensible behavior. Still, I get the sense this wasn't a sightseeing trip. They're running from something.
All right, I'll find
I'm
them.
a debt collector, Bergrand. If I look for them, it'll be to make sure they're all right.
Of course, of course. Fires of the Forge, forgive me. I actually like these idiots. The molten steel of youth and all that. But if you do manage to find them, you could remind them of the deal we made. A Scorcher Claw, a loop of sinew from a stalker, and a Snapmaw Fang. If they bring me those parts, their debt's paid. And then some. Just make sure they don't bust them up too badly.
I'll consider it.
Last I saw them, they were heading northeast. Good machine hunting up that way. If you decide they're worth the trouble, you might look for them there.
All right. Well. Let's see here. That. This dude. Special items. Blue Gleam map. Buy that. Pigments. Animal figurines. Okay. So we're gonna need Blue Gleam so we can get better weapons. We're gonna need pigments for another quest and animal figurines for another quest after that. Alright. I'm not gonna worry about these. I just want the weapons. Great job, yes. Great job, no. Great job, no. So I'm gonna need 12. It's 14 plus 16. Plus 14 plus 16, 42. So I'm going to need 34 more Blue Gleam. 42 Blue Gleam in total. And... there are exactly 100 Blue Gleam items available in a single playthrough. Just enough to purchase all unique weapons, outfits, and treasure boxes. Okay. Okay, so we'll be able to do that. Okay.
You seem sad, stranger. I heard you mention a flood?
Yes. A sudden deluge, without rain or melt to explain it. I'm Laolai, the drummer of Deep Din. Or at least I was, until it disappeared under the waters.
Deep Din. What's that?
A hollow, carved out by the old ones. A chamber, a basin, and a musical instrument all at once. My life, my calling. I'd explain it by playing for you if I could. But its pipes are deep under the water now.
So Deep Din is a place and a musical instrument?
Yes. Pipes that carry a perfect tone beneath a sonorous basin. A wondrous edifice the old ones used to carry music far and wide. During the war, my father played the pipes to rally the Banuk against the Karja. I'm the drummer now, but our battles are few and far between. Mostly I play for the joy of it. Or to remember my family. Of course, if the waters don't recede, what's the point of joy? Or remembering?
Sudden
So
deluge.
the waters came fast.
One day it was dry. The next, the nearby river had risen and the entire basin was flooded. I don't understand it. There was no rain, not even any clouds, and yet the river rose higher than I'd ever seen it. And there it remains.
Well, where is this place?
Without rain. That is strange. Where is this place? I'll have a look if I'm in the area.
Just northwest of here. Look all you like, but I don't see what good it'll do. The floodwaters aren't going anywhere. How does one ask a river to relent? Deep din, silenced by rising waters.
Alright, well, we've got Waterlogged, which is a quest over here. Let's go ahead and head this way.
Greetings.
When the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were still small, it was
Nope. Gotta go up.
What does the Outlander want? I'm looking for Skuli. You found her. Come, come. Let's get it over with.
No, up. Yep.
Quite a view you've got up here. It's a useful perspective. How fleeting we are, and the world is so wide. From up here, you can see how the light paints across the land. Ever changing. That's a lesson. All our marks will pass. That outlook sounds a little depressing for a painter. Haven't met many artists, have you? Song's Edge needs new stories. I scrubbed its past off this rock to start anew, but a new start needs new colors. Fresh pigments, like none have seen. Araya said you could help me get the Werax's attention. Araya works in strange ways, but I've drunk paint to survive in a blizzard, so I'm one to talk. I'll get you noticed, if you bring me the pigments I need to complete my work.
Alright,
Araya said you two were friends. I paint about what I feel now, not the way things used to be. Araya understood. Most Banuk didn't. I would have been exiled if she hadn't had Aratak take me into their Werak.
alright.
Have you always been a painter? I've always painted. But I wasn't a painter until I was driven out of Banur. Up there, the markings are eternal. They paint over the same lines, the same colors, over and over. As a child, I learned from copying them. As I grew, my heart sank at the familiarity. All of us Banuk might as well be trapped in glacier ice. We have the look of life, but never really moving.
Alright.
The Banuk rock paintings are impressive, but, You want to know what they mean. That's not the right question, but I'll answer anyway. Some are a call to the machines. The sacred shapes you see on metal casings, or on a cauldron door. Do the machines listen to the call? I don't know. Others like mine are a call to the tribe. You could say inspiration or prophecy. And sometimes even men listen, if the painting is loud enough.
Alright.
These pigments you want. Where should I look for them? Salts gather at the edges of geysers and hot pools.
Crystals cling to the rocks and cliffs.
Okay. Alright, so we gotta get pigments that way. Okay.
I'll see what I can find for you.
Seek out the vibrant ones. A spring of sudden color among snow or rock or metal. That's its own reward, but I'd reward you as well.
Alright, so for the pigments and stuff, as you can see, we can see them all over here. All that. But we have 9 pigments to find and 6 figurines, along with a shit ton of blue gleam. In fact, with the remaining time, let's go ahead and get this blue gleam. We can also get blue gleam from completing quests in the Frozen Wilds. So.
Remember, Banakai, when the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were still small.
No more music. Blood sound.
Whatever happens, we can't let the Damon's work take over.
And there's another.
Outlander, wait a moment.
What's up?
That weapon of yours, Outlander, that spear. I can see the blue light upon it.
This? It was made by an acquaintance of mine.
Ah, a shaman.
No. More of a tinker?
A tinker does not understand the spark in the metal, the song in the metal like this. But it could be improved upon, modified with the help of the old ones. Far north of here there is a cave, a shaft in the snow. Within it is a nest of metal birds. Find a bird that hasn't been stripped by shamans past. Look for a rail inside it, the length of your spear. That's all I can tell you.
Get a rail from some metal birds in a cave. Sounds perfectly normal.
A secret shared. Alright. And there should be a pigment around here somewhere. Luckily, pigments will show up on focus. And there it is. Light salt. So we got light salt and light oxide.
Blue cloth. My hands.
Just gonna Alright, well, that worked. Okay. Park status. Park weekly report for July 9th to 15th, 2045. Data corrupted. Calving has begun. Cow elk may be hostile during the calving season, but do not approach within 25 yards of elk at this time. Fire security. Due to recent cool and damp weather, fire danger downgraded from moderate to low. No restrictions on campfires. Robot activity. 7 additional complaints were logged regarding behavior of Smokey, Hesta class firefighting robot, toward campers in the park. Despite being programmed to reflect current weather conditions, Smokey snuffed several campfires lit within designated fire rings while playing back the recorded message intended for conditions of severe fire danger. On Friday, Smokey did not return to the robot stowage shed at the time of park closure. Rangers located him near the north entrance, dumping ice into designated swimming areas of the hot spring. Resisting all attempts at containment, he acted aggressively towards the Rangers and was disabled with a hunting rifle by the site supervisor. A Pharaoh technician will arrive on Monday to evaluate Smokey. Great! So the Smokey the Bear robot that was, going rogue was a Pharaoh robot. Foreshadowing, right? Milton Daly, Park Ranger. And here's a figurine. Animal figurine 3. Depicts a heavy trampler-like animal. Inscribed 3 of 7 in a commemorative set. Copyright 2042. Montana Recreations. There's some blue gleam.
Snap this blue gleam off carefully.
Alright.
Put us through. We were meant to trust the Carja now.
Painting some Noah to the Banuk.
should be blue gleam up on that mountain or that ridge. There we go.
That one.
13, 14. Let's grab that one. There it is. Okay, one more blue gleam for the striker. Let's go here, because there's a bunch over there. Should also be a figurine over here. Oh yeah, it's further up. Never mind.
Another Frostclaw. Better be prepared.
It's up there. Okay.
Won't be hard to set a trap like this.
Okay. And then there's one more formation somewhere. down there. Okay.
Ouch.
Alright. Let's go talk with this Blue Gleam merchant and get me my striker bow. The Adept Striker. Equip. Alright, so we're going to modify clear it, clear it, clear it. Equip. 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 All right. And with that, I think we're good for now. So let's go ahead and manual save. All right, so our next stream will be in a couple hours with Monster Hunter Wilds. Floof and I are going to be going after some Arc-Tempered monsters, specifically Arc-Tempered Arcveld. Then tomorrow, we're going to continue with the Assault Horizon Showcase with the more multi-rolls. Friday in A7, we're going to continue the Eagle Run with the Torah Saga. Then Friday night will be Mr. Freeze's expansion in Arkham Knight. Saturday, we'll be doing The Witcher 3. Sunday, will be Baldur's Gate 3. Then Monday, Final Fantasy 9. And next week, Wednesday, in Frozen Wilds, we're going to do Waterlogged. And excuse me. We'll be doing the Hunters 3. But thank you all for joining me. I hope you have fun, and I will see you guys tonight with Monster Hunter Wilds. And if not, then I'll see you tomorrow. Take care, everybody.